Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're bringing together some absolutely incredible insights on how to grow fruit-bearing plants from scratch. And honestly, we're going to use some incredibly accessible methods and a few surprising secrets we've uncovered along the way. You know, whether you've got an entire empty field or literally just a tiny patch of dirt in your backyard, you might actually be sitting on an agricultural gold mine without even realizing it. So let's break down the exact, step-by-step methods used to cultivate two very different yet seriously rewarding plants.
We're going to kick things off with this culturally resonant quote from the Prophet Muhammad. It's a beautiful reminder that planting is, fundamentally, a true act of charity for the world. It really sets the perfect tone for what we're about to discuss today. Think about it. When you put a seed into the earth, you're not just growing food for yourself or, building a business. You're actually setting off this amazing chain reaction that benefits the entire ecosystem around you, from the soil to the birds, straight to your local community.
So, let's dive right into the big question. Is it actually possible to build a thriving, high-yield planting project starting from almost zero cost? I mean, in today's world of super expensive fertilizers, imported soils, and pricey nursery saplings, the whole idea of starting for free sounds, well, almost impossible, right? But what if I told you that literally everything you need to start a massive agricultural project is either already sitting in your kitchen or completely adaptable to the rough, untreated land you might already own? No way, right? But it's true.
Act 1. Secrets of the Orange Seed. Let's look at exactly how to transform a simple grocery store seed into a towering, fruit-bearing tree.
So, the initial process here is deceptively simple. You literally just extract the seed from an orange and plant it about 2 centimeters deep. You don't even need any of that expensive potting mix. Heavy clay, loose sand, rich black earth, it really doesn't matter. But here's the absolutely crucial mechanical step. You have to pack that soil down super tightly to eliminate any trapped air. If you want the absolute best results, try to time this for early spring or late autumn. Okay, here is our first major insider secret. Cover the pot with plastic. Seriously, it's a total game changer. Doing this creates a mini microclimate that literally halves the sprouting time down to just 15 days. If you just leave it exposed, well, you're going to be waiting a full month, which dramatically increases the risk of that little seed just rotting in the cold soil before it ever even has a chance to break the surface. Now, fast forward to the critical 2-year mark. This is where you encounter the absolute biggest catch of this entire process. You absolutely must graft the tree. See, when you grow an orange tree from a seed, it gets these strong roots and healthy leaves. But after 24 months, you have to step in. You actually need to take a small cutting from an already mature fruit-bearing tree and literally fuse it right into the trunk of your 2-year-old sapling.
And here's the bitter truth. If you ignore this 2-year rule, all of your patience will be completely ruined. Sure, your tree will look beautiful, and yes, it will produce oranges, but the exact moment you bite into one, you'll realize the water inside is just unbearably bitter. You won't be able to eat it, and you certainly won't be able to sell it. This is exactly why literally every single commercial orchard uses grafting. It's the only way to guarantee that sweet, high-quality fruit we all expect.
Act 2. Building a cactus empire. Now let's switch gears completely and explore a totally different, highly profitable endeavor, the prickly pear farm. So unlike our delicate little orange tree, this specific smooth variety of prickly pear is naturally tough. We're talking completely resistant to the devastating cochineal bug without needing a single vaccine. You know, in the past, massive cactus crops were totally wiped out by this insect. But this traditional Moroccan variety, it just naturally fights off the pest. It's an incredible genetic advantage that instantly de-risks your entire planting project. But hey, on the off chance you ever do spot pests, there's another insider secret. Just head to your local drugstore and ask for a treatment locally referred to as snake medicine. I know, crazy name, right? But it's a highly specific, readily available remedy that completely eradicates the issue. And the best part? You don't need to invest in any heavy industrial agricultural chemicals. You just apply it, and boom, the problem is completely solved. This plant's resilience is absolutely mind-blowing. You can literally use land that is deemed totally useless for any other type of farming. Salty dirt? No problem at all. Ground full of rocks and stones? It actually loves it. It can even thrive when watered with straight salt water. The main strategy here is simply getting it in the ground in January or February. That way, it naturally soaks up the heavy winter rains that roll in around March, giving you a massive, completely free head start. However, success here really relies on following some strict physical steps. First, you dig down about 30 to 40 centimeters.
Then, you place your cactus pad perfectly upright. If you plant it crooked, it's going to grow weak. Next, drop 2 plants into one hole. Think of it as a free insurance policy, just in case one fails to root. And finally, just like with the orange seed, pack that soil down super tightly to block out the wind and air, and build a small dirt basin around the base to funnel rainwater directly down into the roots.
Now, unlike our thirsty little orange seed, overwatering will literally destroy a cactus. During the extreme summer heat, when you're first setting it up, you only want to water it thoroughly maybe once every 15 days. But once those roots are truly established, you've got to aggressively step back. You might only water it once a month or even once every 2 months. If you treat it like a typical fruit tree and flood it with water, the roots will rot and the whole plant dies. With cacti, less is truly, truly more.
And here's the so what of it all. Utilizing these incredibly low-cost planting techniques allows massive farms to pull in upwards of $10 to $12 million in profit. And that's with barely any ongoing labor costs. Because the land required is rough and super cheap, the watering needs are almost non-existent, and the plant naturally fights off disease, your overhead stays incredibly low. A massive farm can literally run efficiently with just 3 or 4 workers. It's wild.
And the timeline for all this? The rewards for your patience are incredibly concrete. By month 18, you'll get your very first small harvest, a little taste of what's to come. By years 3 and 4, you're looking at a good, solid, highly commercial yield. And right at the 5-year mark, the farm enters its absolute prime, achieving 100% maximum yield and hitting those staggering $10 to $12 million revenue benchmarks we just talked about.
So it really leaves us with this one big question. Which path will you choose? Will you embrace the precise, patient science of nurturing an orange tree from a single grocery store seed? Or will you look at a rugged plot of useless rocky land and see the foundation of a high-yield cactus empire? It really makes you wonder, what other agricultural gold mines are just hiding in plain sight, waiting for the exact right seed? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and we'll see you next time.